Evening and welcome to another Celica video, and this is the fourth instalment in this no crank saga, so I think we'll be able to fix it. So in the last video we'd established that the main 100 amp fuse had blown, and I was pulling at it and everything until I realised it was a male fuse that's bolted into the fuse box. So I've got a couple of replacement fuses, got these on eBay, I think they're only a couple of quid posted. So we'll get one fitted and we'll see if this fixes our problem. So to avoid a repeat performance, what probably caused the fuse to blow, I'm taking off the battery negative. I've got the battery on charge, doing quite well. Now I've taken this fuse box apart, set the lid off and the bottom part, and to get to this fuse here you got a couple of bolts either side, and I managed to get this out. And I did this off camera, but I should be able to show you. There's a couple of tabs here. There's a tab there. Just turn this round and there's a tab either side, and you need to push those tabs in. So you can either do it from up top or below. A couple of small screwdrivers either side, push the tabs in and it slid out. So I need to get the remains of this fuse out. It's a couple of bolts. I've read somewhere it's 8 and 10 millimeters, so I'll just get my sockets. We'll get these bolts out. Right, I don't know when you're going to see this. So got me 8mm on here. Just another thing. I think they're both. No, definitely not 8mm. Try 10. I've read somewhere that there were different sizes, but obviously that doesn't apply to the 91 Celica. Let's have a look. So, yep, that one's a 10. So that's one off. Put that somewhere safe. So black and white wire to this side. And I think, yep. Yeah, they're both 10mm. So try not to lose this. I'm sorry if you can't see this too well. So get some suitable pliers and just pull the remnants of this fuse out. There we go. Just one bit. And that's all there was to it after all that. So I'll get one of my replacement fuses right here. Still a bit of this fuse in here. Last bit of fuse. You can ditch that. So that goes in there like so. I might need to pull these out a bit. There we go, push that in, and as the saying goes, refitting is the reverse of removal. So I'll flip it out. This is proven to be a little bit. Yep, we got that one in. Then we just need to get the The other screw in. I don't know if you won't be able to see this too well. That doesn't seem to be lining up. So we can line this all up a bit better. There we go. Use of this screwdriver. Nearly dropped the screw there. There we go. That should do it. I can just nip these up with screwdriver. And it's just a matter of putting it all back together, so this should just slide straight in. There we go. Now put the bottom part of the cover on. Should just clip on. Then fit this fuse box back on it. Just, you can't see this here. Oh, just move it to a better place. Let's have a look. And if you thought the other impact was a monster, this packs a bit of a punch here. 200 Newton meters, I believe, of torque. There we go. So you still need to be careful even with this one. Move this on the bench. So that's a fusible link sorted. So what I'll do is I'll reconnect the battery and just hope it doesn't pop. Oh, now that doesn't sound too good. I think I might have popped the fuse. But I've got another one, but I'm not going to well, I'll just test it, see if we've got any power. Have a look. I think I might have popped it, to be honest. Yep. Yeah, definitely popped that fusible link. So I need to find out the reason that fuse is blown. But we know that's the problem, so I'm going to investigate a bit further, see why it's blown. So we've established we've got a short circuit on the main fuse. I've actually reinstated the pins from the original fuse. It's handy so I can put my test light. So if I put my test light on there, we've got a short circuit. So we need to check circuits one by one, see what's causing the short. So I can show you on this wiring diagram. We know this fuse is blown, but something's obviously causing it to short out. So what we can do is, if we can pull out the AM1 fuse, this is the one where we're getting no power to the ignition switch here. There's no power, so if we pull that fuse out and our test light goes out, we know we've got a short circuit down here. So we'll go back to the car, we'll test that, and we know the AM1 40 amp fuse is this green one. Now I'd have thought this would have blown if it had short circuited, but if we pull it out, and we put our test light, you see, we've still got a short circuit somewhere, so we can rule that out straight away. So all this is good, so that's not the problem. So this is probably not the best circuit here, but what we can do is somewhere here that's causing the fuse to go. So we know there's power coming here. You know, got power. We have power from the battery on the black lead. I'll show you on here. There we go. This is you got black coming from the battery positive, and then we've got white which feeds the live stuff. You know, like the interior light and such like. And we know all this bit is working here. Your headlights, hazard, horn, dome light, what do you call it? Fuel injection. I can't remember what RTR is. So we know that's all good. Obviously that's not covered by that main fuse. We know it's not AM1, so the problem must be down here. Now I printed a load of wiring diagrams. So what we can do is we need to find first point will be E8. Now I'll just show you the rest of stuff I printed out. So what I've done is I've disconnected this side. That's that big white wire you saw diagram that goes from here, and it sends power to all these circuits: the engine relay, tail light relay, fog light heater, and 30 amp power. No, not 30 amp power, forget that. But if we disconnect it there, when we put this in, we should have got rid of the short circuit. So let's see if we've isolated the short circuit. Yep. And so obviously the problem is somewhere down here. Now if we put this AM1 fuse back in, hope it doesn't blow, we might have power to the ignition again. Yep, and I left the key in, so we've bypassed that short circuit. No, we've still got nothing. So, but that, because there's no short circuit, well, there won't be any power because there's no fuse in there. That's why there's nothing there. So it's a bit pointless putting that fuse in, but I've just found out our short circuit is down here somewhere. So it's just a matter of finding out exactly where it is. So we'll find another point in the loom to investigate. Right, I'm going to pull out AM2, but there was power getting to ignition switch, but we'll just try it anyway. We'll see if we've still got short. And it helps if I put the battery cable back on. We'll fit that. So we'll see if there's a short in the AM2 circuit. There shouldn't be. So no, that's that one eliminated. And next we'll try is the ABS. I think it's that one. Let's have a look. Yep, ABS fuse. So we'll just pull the ABS fuse. Yep, we've still got a short, so that's two places eliminated. So we know it's none of them. So if you remember this flow chart here, obviously we didn't know that fuse had popped. And obviously there's a short. It must be one of these circuits that's causing a short. Now we'll do my little pointer. So this is where the problem lies, and there's something downstream, something here. There's a short circuit. So if we try pulling out these fuses, you know, one of these fuses here, we know AM1's good, so we can rule that out. So there's no short circuit down AM1. because with the AM1 fusing, it was still getting a short circuit. So I think next one we'll try is the ECU. If we pull the ECU fuse out, and we'll see where we are with that one. So I'll get some pliers. Now, if you remember ECU fuse, let's have a look. Which is it the ECU or the EFI? That's an ECU. Can't remember where the ECU fuse is. I'll have to look for that. So I'll get that turned up. So ECU fuse is in this fuse box, which is that one, 15 amp, middle one at the bottom. We'll pull that fuse out and we'll see if that's the circuit that's causing the short. So yeah, we're still connected. Yep, the short's elsewhere, so it's not the ECU fuse. So I'm going to go through all these in turn. So it's not the ECU. And what else did we eliminate? We eliminated AM1. So I'm just going to go through all these. I'm not going to do it on camera, it'll take forever. And as soon as I find the offending circuit, I'll bring you back in. So I think I found the problem is, I disconnected this wire, and I did this last time, you know, in part 24 when I was checking the engine timing. So I've disconnected this wire, and the short circuit is gone. So somewhere from here back to this wire, there's a short somewhere, there's a break. So I don't know how the hell I'm going to find that. But like I said, in part 24, I disturbed all this. So that's obviously where the problem lies. So I'm going to have to go back through all this, see if I can find a break in the wire, which is going to be fun. So I'll have a look and see if I can turn anything up. But obviously that's where the problem is. So, and to prove it, I could put that fuse in. It's not going to blow, and we'll see if we get power. Well, I think I've actually found the problem. It was this wire here. Now, when I was doing the cam belt timing, I've broken off this capacitor there, and that goes in there. And I think this wire must have been touching at some point, and that's why it popped that fuse there. So if I take that off, I'll just pull that off, and I'll show you. I did actually fix it. So I'll just remove this. In fact, before I do that, if I touch this to earth, hopefully I can reproduce a problem. There we go. We've got a short. If I pull the wire away, just move it where it's not going to go to earth. There we go. Our short circuit's gone. So if I take that wire out, button all it up, button everything up, it shouldn't pop. We should have a running car. Well, this is the time for the moment of truth. We're going to see if this fuse is going to blow, and if it blows, I'm stopped for tonight. I have to get some more fuses ordered. So here we go. That's looking good, it's holding. So that fuse is not popped, so that stray wire was obviously the cause of the short circuit. So you got to find the causes of short circuits before you start replacing fuses. And I just need to readjust this battery clamp. So that's looking promising. So we'll get in the car and we'll see if we've got ignition. Right, so here we go. Let's see if I fix the problem. So key, put into accessories. Oh, we've got power to stereo and clock's on. Yes, this is looking good. Here we go. And it's running again. don't have power to the heaters, but we might have blown a fuse in the process. But we'll worry about that later on. No windows, but we've got wipers. Yeah, indicators. We probably blew some fuses, because I don't know where the fuses are for the windows, but it's a runner again, so that is a success. Well, I'm really pleased with that. We've got a car that starts and runs again. Still got a few electrics out, but could be popped fuses, but that's small potatoes compared to the big problem with the main fuse blowing. So a bit of deduction and finding that loose wire from the capacitor. That says that capacitor doesn't really do anything apart from I think it stops interference from alternator when the radio's on, but I'm not too worried about that. I've had to get garage door up and let fumes out. Anyway, that wraps it up for this particular video. I'm sorry it took so long, but I should have spotted that wire sooner. I should have realised it was going to earth, but finding out there was a short circuit soon led me to the problem. And so I hope you enjoyed this one. Again, sorry for the long drawn out videos, just for a simple problem. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, ring that bell for notifications. Questions and comments, you know, as ever, thanks for watching, and I'll see you there.